Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you've had a good week. Mine's been not bad actually. Mum's doing a lot better. She's, going out for more walks. She came out and did a wee bit like grocery shopping with me the other day, so that was really good. It's we're kind of finally getting into a bit of a routine and just getting things, for me more organised. In that last Sunday, I came up with like a meal plan for the whole week of what we're having as our main meal. So that's been really really helpful. And it's been quite good because I've also kind of had like the the lesser meal as well, partially organised. The only day I haven't done it for is today, and I'm kind of at the moment we're trying to rack our brains as to what to have, but we'll think of something. Excuse me. So we're getting there, which is good. I'm getting into a routine of when I'm doing certain things, like doing like family wash or washing the towels, washing bed linen. So I'm beginning to sort of get myself organised that way, which is really really good. Um, it makes me feel productive, but yeah, I am tired. But hey, well, that's life. Anyway, reading wise has been very slow this week, very very slow. I managed to finish Nine Lives of Christmas by Sheila Roberts. This was such a sweet story. So we meet Ambrose the cat, and he's on his ninth. He's on his ninth life, and his other eight have been. There's been some trauma in it, But he wants for his ninth life. He just wants things to be really nice, easy, and just a really nice life. And he is rescued this day by Zach, who Ambrose is up a tree. He's being sort of barked at by a dog, so Zach chases the dog off and gets Ambrose down. And Ambrose follows him back to where Zach lives, and when Zach opens the door, Ambrose comes in, which was not what Zach meant at all. But he ends up kind of basically adopting Ambrose, and he goes to this pet store to buy stuff for him, and meets Mary Lee. And Mary Lee loves animals. She lives in a complex where no animals are allowed, but she has rescued this cat because it was going to be put down. And somehow, Ambrose he thinks he's done it himself, but he manages to make things happen that Zach and Mary Lee spend time together and everything. It was just so sweet, really fun. I could, sort of the way Ambrose you were getting Ambrose's thoughts, and he was like, no, got to do this, got to do that, and it was just really really sweet. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was a really good read. I then picked up The Diviners by Libba Bray, and it sounded good apart from one thing. There are occult references to it, and I thought, well, if there's not that much, I will just ignore it. But it ended up, I read 168 pages of it, and I loved the main character. I thought she was really good, really really liked her. But there was like, I'm not squeamish, and there were two murders took place, but it was like just one of them was quite scary, or actually both of them were quite scary, and I didn't like that. I'm not one of these people that likes to be scared. And I just found sort of the occult bit a wee bit. I was like, no, it just doesn't sit with me. It just doesn't sit comfortably with me. So I decided, no, I'm gonna DNF. I know it's one of my friends, Amanda from Amanda Reads, loves this series. Sorry, Amanda, it just didn't sit with me. I think it's really good that people have different likes in books and stuff like that. If the cult references hadn't been there and we just got murder, etc., I would have coped with that. I'd have really enjoyed it, but not the other bits. So I then picked up for something completely different, Trisha Ashley's One More Christmas at the Castle. I am enjoying this. So we meet Sabine, who's a widow, and she has discovered that she's terminally ill, so she decides that she's going to have one more hurrah at the castle where she lives at this Christmas. And she doesn't know who she's going to leave the castle, etc. to, who's going to inherit it. So she brings family members, okay? Now, I'm finding Sabine, how can I put it nicely? She likes to stir the pot, shall we say. And there is one character in this that she's brought in, and this poor lady is, she doesn't know why Sabine is being so cold to her. Basically, Sabine hires a company called, what are they called again? Heavenly House Parties. And it's run by Dido and Henry. Now, they're not a couple, they're just best friends who run this business. And Sabine is being really, really cold towards Dido. And I mean, when I mean cold, I mean like just, you know, wall is up and that's it. Whereas with Henry, she's nicer. We discover why later on in the book, and I'm like, oh, get over yourself, woman. Seriously, I am, get over yourself. You're old enough. Sabine is in, I would think she's in her maybe 80s, 70s, 80s, and I'm like, get over yourself, woman. That happened years and years ago, and you're still doing this? And I'm like, oh, what? So I'm not liking her very much. I love her friend Nancy, who's come to stay. Nancy is brilliant. She's a whirlwind, and she's putting, trying to put Sabine in her place, going, come on, woman. Sabine's godson Zan is there, and he and Henry were at school together. And also he happens to be Dido's crush from when she was a teenager. So we've got all of this happening, and then other members of the family have arrived, and it's just like they're like, one guy's going, but my sister and I, you're only living relatives. She went, yeah, on my mother's side, or on my father's side. You're not on my mother's side. And this is Sabine, and I'm like, oh my word. So she can be really catty. She can be quite she can be quite bitchy, really. So I've only got 100 pages left to go, so I'm going to be really interested to see how this is wrapped up. So that's kind of reading for this week. Then what am I going to read this weekend? Once I've finished the Trisha Ashley, I'm buddy reading Escape from Atlantis by Kate O'Hearn. I'm buddy reading this with Beth from Soul Stained Ink. I was supposed to start it yesterday. Sorry, Beth. I want to finish the Kate O'Hearn first. I will definitely get it finished today, and I'll get caught up on this. I really like Kate O'Hearn's writing. If she wrote the Pegasus books, and they were so good. Really, really enjoyed them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what she does with Atlantis. I think it could be really, 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 really interesting. Yeah. So that's kind of going to be my next read. So what else are we doing this weekend? Well, we've got the King's Coronation. I'm not going to watch all of it. I'll watch bits of it. I think because it's history that I possibly will see Prince William if the monarchy survives. I will possibly see him being crowned. But I think, like just for saying, I've seen some of history. Yeah, I think I'll watch some of it. There's rugby on this weekend as well. Definitely be watching that. I think Glasgow are playing Munster in the quarterfinals of the URC Challenge, the URC League Cup. So that's going to be good. I want to watch that. But apart from that, I've got kind of no other plans. Well, other plans will include laundry. I want to do another like weekly meal plan because that as I say, that really, really helped. But yeah, apart from that, the sun I think is trying to break through. I can see bits of blue sky. It's been very mixed here this week. Had some sun, but a lot of cloud. The Har's in, so it's been a wee bit chilly as well. My other half, who's over on the west coast at the moment, was going the other day, oh, I'm in shorts and t-shirt, and I'm like, go away. No. So he's in shorts and t-shirt, and I was snuggled under a blanket. So yeah, so it's, at the moment we've got very, Scotland has got very, very mixed. At the moment the West are getting the best of the weather, I think. In the east we're not, but hey ho. Hopefully it means that we'll get a really good summer. That wouldn't be funny, but you know, it'd be really nice to get a good summer that we're in the sun, and if he was over west, he'd be in the rain. But we'll see. Not that I want it to rain for him now, definitely not. But I don't want it to be raining here either. So I am waffling, friends, aren't I? Yeah, I am totally waffling. So, but that's it for this week. As I say, short and sweet. No baking this week. Haven't done. I made bread and rolls this week, so but that's fine. But let me know down in the comments down below. Have you read any of the books I've mentioned? What were your thoughts? No spoilers, please. What are you reading this week? What have you read this week? Were there any that you would recommend to me? What are your weekend reading plans? And generally, what are your plans for the weekend? It would be really nice to know. Just leave me some comments. Just chat to me down in the comments below. And on the way there, hit the subscription bell and the notification bell. That'd be really nice. And until my next video, friends, stay safe, happy reading. Bye. Hey, editing people on here. I forgot to mention a book. I'm reading A Wizard's Dream. I don't know how to pronounce the author's name. I will find out when I do my review. But I've been reading that for a while. It's taken me a while to read it. Not because it's bad. It's a really good book. It's very descriptive about a wizard or a young lady learning to harness her wizarding powers, etc. And really, really enjoying it. But I'll say more about it when I'm doing a wrap up. I'd forgotten all about that book. It's because I read it on my computer rather than on my Kindle or anything like that. I'd forgotten all about it. But no, I'm enjoying that. But as I say, I just wanted to pop on here because I realised when I was making my thumbnail, I thought, wait a minute, I've been reading that book. So I'll just put that up there as well. But yeah, toodles.